The South China Sea is a major flashpoint in Asia. For decades, there have been competing claims over who controls the area's hundreds of tiny islands, reefs and shoals, as well as surrounding waters.
Good day everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. For today's video, we will talk about the application of Unclos in the South China Sea. But before we start, for those who are new to my YouTube channel, please click the subscribe button and click the notification bell and like button. First of all, what is Unclos, or the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea? This convention is vital when it comes to the maritime boundaries, roles and responsibility for our use the world's oceans. This convention is an international treaty that establishes legal framework for all marine and maritime activities, including the use of oceans and their resources. This convention covers the maritime zone, sovereignty and rights, marine environment protection, and resource management. We all know there are multiple countries that has claim in the South China Sea. Number one is the Philippines, Taiwan, China, Vietnam, Malaysia, and Brunei. How this convention is applied to the country that has a claim in the South China Sea. By applying this convention in the country who has a claims in South China Sea, the country must be defined their maritime zone. By defining the maritime zone, the country must be defined their territorial sea, exclusive economic zone, and continental shelves.
It will have a baseline running throughout the shore, which is mean below water. All the waters behind the baseline are known as internal waters, which are exclusively under the state. No foreign vessels of any type are allowed in this region. Then comes the territorial water, which is 12 nautical miles from the coast. In this region, the coastal state has the right to do resource exploitation, right to fish, etc. No foreign ships allowed in this region unless they come under the right to innocent passage, which basically means they are not here for the exploitation of the resources, transiting arms or weapons, spying, etc. The next is the contiguous zone, which extends from the territorial waterline, that is from 12 nautical miles to 24 nautical miles. In this region, the foreign ships can pass, ensuring they comply with the right to innocent passage. The coastal state has the power to prevent infringement of its customs, fiscal, immigration or sanitary laws and regulations within the contiguous zone. The coastal state can arrest the ship and punish infringement of the above laws and regulations committed within its territory. Now, the most important zone, which is widely used by foreign ships, is the Exclusive Economic Zone, or EEZ, which also contributes to the economy of the coastal state. Here, the foreign ships are allowed to sail if they are extending to do trade, to lay cables or pipelines, etc., ensuring they are not harming the sea state. The EEZ boundaries extend from 0 to 200 nautical miles from the coastal state baseline. Within its EEZ, a coastal state has sovereign rights for the purpose of exploring, exploiting, conserving and managing natural resources, whether living or non-living, of the seabed and subsoil, and the superjacent waters for the economic exploitation, such as the production of energy from the water, currents and wind. From baseline to 350 nautical miles, the continental shelf outer boundary is marked. Hence, the continental shelf is basically between the 200 nautical miles to 350 nautical miles. The law of the sea states that any resources which are attached to the ocean bed will remain the right to resource for the coastal waters. However, resources which are not connected to the seabed in the continental shelf comes under international waters. Post all this, come to the high seas, which refer to all parts of the sea not included in the exclusive economic zone, territorial sea or in the internal waters of a state.